Good morning, creatures. This is going to be a little bit different of an episode today because I feel like blunt me is coming out right now. I think just in the sense that this is a very off the wall topic for me to discuss. And I don't know if I'm just stuck on this very weird side of social media. And I originally was thinking that I was just like super frustrated about this situation, but I don't think frustrated is the word that I can use because I don't really have emotions towards it. It's almost like I'm just confused and just not understanding how our world got to this point. I feel like we're just living in this time of lacking accountability, but this like heightened emotion towards being offended. And I have this huge curiosity as to why I am watching this entire world be offended by things that aren't even directed towards them or angry about things that aren't directed towards them. Like, I'm watching a world of so much hate and despise for no reason. And it's just at the point that I feel like I'm watching everybody like reaching, like hard reaching to find something to be angry about or find something to complain about. And I'm trying to figure out, like, is everybody just bored at this point? Like, are you just too stuck in the comfort zone of your life that you have to like find chaos and bring more chaos into your life? I don't know, it's just weird because, for being the fact that like social media is a huge way to get all of this stuff out and kind of the route that I'm taking in life. Meanwhile, I can't stand being on any of it. And I deleted my social media years ago. The only thing that I've kept is TikTok, mostly for the support of my business. But the sole reason that I did it was just the amount of negativity that was going around. And when I talked about like frequency in the last episode, which I know my mind immediately went into a different direction, I never even got back to it, but frequencies go down to like paying attention to the things that you're watching every day, the music that you're listening to, the shows that you're watching, the people that you're talking to, the environments that you're surrounding yourselves with. Every single one of those has a certain frequency. So when you go through something and you start listening to sad music or watching those sad TV shows, you're literally like prolonging those emotions to continue on further and further. And it was actually somebody in my life from years ago. I was going through a super hard time. I couldn't move. I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't do anything. And for some reason, Grey's Anatomy was my choice to just binge watch every single day and every single moment that I was off of work and like going through those sad songs and everything. And my intentions were if I need to cry it out, I'll just find something to make me cry it out, you know? And then I had somebody tell me, start at the beginning. If you want to feel different, you have to pay attention to the things that you're watching, that you're listening to, because those are going to be what puts you in a different direction. So I ended up creating this huge playlist on Spotify that I named Positivity. And when I first got around to TikTok and everything, I did try to start posting videos of those songs just to try to bring it out a little bit more for everybody else to see. And I did realize every single day how different I was feeling because it was just these really uplifting, positive, manifesting songs that made you feel so powerful and so good. And that was the sole reason that I even got through what I was going through. So there is so much power in the things that we're allowing in our life. Now, backtrack. I got really hooked on reading comments on TikTok, which I never really got into before, mostly because I just mind my business and move on. But I'm seeing such a massive abundance of everybody speaking their opinion. And maybe it was just the way that I was raised, or I don't know, just an entirely different mindset, I guess. Why does everyone in the world feel the need to like speak up about their opinion? And maybe I'm just speaking about like the negative opinions that people have, which it's not like there's a crazy amount of positive ones anyways, but this is even down to like somebody asking a question or, not having information about something specific. And the comments are like immediately aggressive and just in your face to make you feel dumb kind of comments. And I've known for a long time that social media has really, really started to ruin a lot of things, which sucks because it's done so much good as well. But it gave this like huge platform for people to just unnecessarily speak their mind, not in a good way. Like I've been watching people lately go through and find families and like dig years and years and years into somebody's history just to find something to create the downfall of that person. And I'm just so grossed out by it. Like, yeah, I'm aware that you're always, going to have haters on the internet and everything and the keyboard warriors and all that. But to me, are we that far gone that we lack compassion that strongly? This is a world of human beings just doing human being things. And it's one thing to just send out rude comments because you just don't feel good about yourself and you want somebody else not to feel good about themselves because misery loves company and you just can't get it together enough to feel good about you. But it's another thing that you have people telling other human beings to end themselves or threatening their lives or finding their families and threatening their lives. And my curiosity about it is literally like, what mindset do you have to be in to just be that ruthless to another human being? Especially when it's just so simplistic to just not do it. Like it's so easy to just not speak up, to not say anything, to just mind your business. It's really just not that difficult. And obviously, by no means am I even big enough to have hate comments yet. So this isn't towards me in the slightest because I've received nothing but love, minus one dude that, told me that I'm not good at this and to go get a real job, which doesn't bother me. It is just the fact that like human decency is falling so fast right now. And then you sit there and wonder why all these good people are in such dark places in their lives because they're literally trying to like beam a light and use all of their energy possible to just get a little blip in that darkness where they're relying on their own power source, especially when you haven't found that community yet that is that bright, positive community that fits you well. So it's just you, this tiny little lone wolf, which is where most empaths start anyways, because you get on this journey and you watch all these faulty relationships start disappearing. And then it's just you, and it's you just trying to be bigger and brighter. And then you have so many people in the world that are aware that they're not capable, or maybe not even aware that they're not capable. They just envy the fact that no matter what you've been through, you can still be good. And they just try to drag you down and burn you as fast as they possibly can. You know what else makes me sad too? We lack humor nowadays. Like if you have to walk around the world walking on eggshells and being careful of what you want to say or what you have to say just because you're scared of offending another person. What is the fun in that? What happened that there are so many people that are just so high strung? It's just wild to me to like reach out to find something to be angry about and then just pushing that more and more in your daily life. Like road rage, for example. Dude, we all sit in traffic almost every single day of our lives. And the most fun times that I have is I will just blare music as loud as possible in dead stop traffic and just dance. And you know how many people I can sit there and watch that'll just turn and look and they'll start dancing with me? And it just creates like this huge fun experience with like random multiple cars that are just dancing with each other. Or the fact that all of these angry people are never face to face with you. But that's an entirely different subject that I feel like I'm just shouldn't even get into anyways. But like you really got a big world that's real ballsy when you can't be reached. Anyways, back to road rage. Do I get frustrated that somebody's going 15 miles per hour under the speed limit when I'm trying to get to work? Yes, absolutely. Does it ruin my day to where I am mad at every single person that drives by me? No, I am just curious as to why so many people are so bothered. There's a lot of this healing path that is very difficult to achieve. Slowing down, finding peace and tranquility, literally removing programmed ideas and thoughts that have been in your head for decades and changing them into something new. Realizing that everything that you've ever learned in life is completely wrong and having to rebuild your entire self. transforming into a different person and then learning to let go of who you used to be, so on and so forth. Obviously, there's so many things. What is not difficult to do is be unbothered about things that don't even pertain to you. To literally just mind your own business. I know I said that I wasn't frustrated and I didn't have emotions towards this, but obviously, I was wrong. I might be a little frustrated, but it's just wild to me that people can just treat other humans so poorly. This isn't just like a normal projection thing. Like, this world really has just taken shit way too far. And we've gotten to a point where you get this giant collective of people that will literally try to create the demise of one human being. And what's crazy is the people that scream the loudest have probably never been in a fight before. And the people that band together like these little cults are probably the same people that say, oh, jumping's bad. You should just do a one-on-one fight. Meanwhile, literally jumping somebody online. But seriously, have we really gotten to a point where the majority of social media is for hate and playful banter has just disappeared from the world out of nowhere? I feel like it's at the point that if somebody even saw the way that me and my friends talk to each other, I would be canceled before I even get big. But I literally have these group of people because none of us get offended. None of us take anything personal. And that's my biggest struggle with this is there are so many people that are taking things personal that was never directed at them in general. How do you have somebody that's like, I really dislike that person? And you're like, oh my God, how disrespectful of you. I think what upsets me the most of this all is as a collective, we made toxicities viral. We made drama viral. We made hate viral. And I see way too many good people on all of these apps that do not get the attention that they deserve to have. It's like people became addicted to the adrenaline that hate gives them because you push aside all of your feelings so much and you have a world that just became numb in these brick walls so they wouldn't get hurt anymore, that they only find entertainment from anger, and feeding into that drama just makes them feel something again because peace feels boring. Peace feels calm. And when you're used to chaos, you crave chaos. We just did it wrong as humanity. We made greed famous. We made control famous. And to top it off, we made diagnosing ourselves viral instead of just looking within, instead of just slowing down and figuring out who we are and what we need. We made it viral to want to look like somebody else or be like somebody else instead of finding our own individuality, instead of embracing who we are as our own person, to tag along to trends instead of create our own. Somehow along the way, we just forgot that we're all one. We are just one collective that has our own thoughts, has our own memories, has our own experiences, but we are all just humans trying to survive this lifetime on our own paths in our own ways. It's not even a situation where you have to learn how to not judge others. It's just realizing what's the point of doing it? Did it get you any further in life? Did it make you feel better at all? Did being rude and degrading that person in that comment or telling them that they're stupid because they were ignorant to something and just wanted to learn, did that boost your mood for the day? I think my biggest question too is how did this become such a natural action in people's lives? Everything just pulls me back to how unaware some people can be about themselves and their actions. And yes, I'm aware that we have narcissism and we have sociopaths and we have psychopaths. None of that is remotely close to what I'm discussing right now. It's just crazy to think that anybody can have the mindset that their action can change the fate of another human being. Or maybe what the saddest part of it is that sometimes they can. That there has been success in a collective of people bullying somebody so much that they take their own life. Like hearing that out loud or those situations going viral, does that not make you feel guilty? I don't know. It's just insane to me. I'm aware that there has to be balance in the world. There will always be bad. There will always be negative. There will always be darkness. But my gosh, if you hate your life enough to want somebody else to hate theirs, I don't know, maybe just make a change. Maybe just be better. Just do better. Just choose better. At 0 point in time in our lives are we stuck in anything. You will always and have always had the capability of changing the trajectory of where you're going. And it's just not a secret that I just cannot vibe with people that blame the world for their demise as if it wasn't their own daily choice or their own daily thoughts that created it. You are who you choose to be. It's that simple. And it's so crazy because you have so many people like this, and they're the same ones that are running around talking about how bad their lives are. Well, what did you think was going to happen? You thought everything was going to be beautiful and successful when you were just destroying everybody else's emotions? Do we have logic here? Okay, I'm getting aggressive. Maybe I should be done with the venting session. So let's switch up a little bit to the people that have gone through the depths and have pulled themselves out and are still good and still have an open heart and have dealt with heartbreak and have dealt with trauma. And even when they fall back and have bad days or low moods or project every once in a while, the ones that get up every day and stay good, the ones that choose every day to be better and get better, don't ever for a second think that you will not succeed in this life. Don't ever think that you will not achieve good things. Don't ever doubt or worry that you will not receive what you deserve, because you will. And timelines are weird, and divine timing is even weirder, and you have zero control over anything that happens. But the ones that keep fighting every day to be that bright light, just keep going. There is always a community out there. There is always another shining person that can get you bright again when you're dim. Do not conform to what society made you think life looks like. Just be you and stay true to yourself. Do not be hard on yourself. Do not let go. Remember that it is okay to fall. And there are many times that you will keep falling. But don't forget that you have so many people around you that'll help you back up. Don't be scared to reach out to good people just because society made us think that we will always be rejected. And even when you give love and you don't receive it, when you give love to the wrong people that just can't reciprocate, just keep giving love. Remember that you are such an important piece in everyone's life and lessons around you. And the way that we influence others is by doing. It's not by telling. It's by adjusting ourselves and allowing them to watch. Just remember that you got this and you always have a place to come. I hope you remember that no matter what responses you get, no matter the way people look at you, just continue to be good. Kill them with kindness every day. Nobody around you has the capability of controlling your emotions. And I absolutely have faith that things will get better. And it is one of those things that it just has to get worse before it gets better. We have to be able to see the bad to remember how important the good is. So just keep changing you every single day. And one day we can save the world. And at the very least, we can live happily ever after in our own lives. I think all of this is weird to me too, because you spend years watching this kind of stuff online and it's never actually frustrated me. I just scroll past, move on, go on with my day. But I seem to just grow my care for humanity as a whole more and more every day. I don't know why yet, but I'm sure I'll figure that out soon. Until then, let's just keep building us. Thanks for letting me vent today. So on that note, thank you again to everybody that has joined and stayed and subscribed and has been through this very wild start with me. And I am so very excited to see where this takes us. So as always, in always, be present, be calm, and be a creature. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.